Bay, home of the Packers. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Cam Akers for the first time. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A short one taken by Hawkinson.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Running is Akers. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of claw this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt, so they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Dallas Turner on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will have a Packers first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Look wide. Get this one complete. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now a give on the ground. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And now it's 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Once again, it's Jacobs. He is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hockenson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Man who spent his first 7 NFL seasons here in Green Bay, here's Aaron Jones.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to come back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it, and it's Jones. 1st down, and more inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Here's 2nd and 2. Try the right side this time. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. He'll stay on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds. And the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 1st down, it's Love.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Love to throw it on 1st down. That's complete. to Jacobs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the gun, it's Love. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He goes right back to Sutton. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. 12 yards there, and a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's Jacobs. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Packers going to use their final timeout now. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Green Bay. Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Halftime, coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on second and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Halftime now at Lambeau, and the Packers are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. To throw is Love. The catch made there by Sutton. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Gotta get this to the 25. Here's third down. A run. It's Jones. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's taken in, and he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter, they convert on fourth down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Jones now on first and 10. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, Second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now McCarthy. He's got this on target to Addison. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. That one complete to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. On fourth down, here's McCarthy. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Vikings move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion, Reed. Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Give him 13 on that screen play and a first down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Love. Here's a screen now for Lloyd. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Packers.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They send Sutton in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop them. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on 2nd and 3rd. You have to at least come away with points.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Love. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
At this point in the game, every point matters. Now after that 3rd down sack, if they can force a field goal attempt, there's a big difference giving up 3 versus what a little while ago looked like an inevitable 6.
So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to even the score late. So 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their 1st. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here comes 2nd down. They'll run here. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A short one taken by Hockenson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back 1st downs. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. The Packers go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That ball intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, though, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out. And we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here comes a return from the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Josh Jacobs inside the 30. And he's going to go all the way to win it here in overtime. So, it's a win for the Packers. They had to work.